Hello and welcome to Thaiger Bites. I'm Jay, and joining me once again, like every day, is Tim Newton.
In my special shirt because we're out and about.
Yes, we are at BYD Lofts in Phuket, specifically in Patong.
And we're here for the next 7 programs.
That's correct.
For Thaiger Bites and Good Morning Thailand.
Right, and today was actually a 100th episode on Good Morning Thailand, so it's a special day.
We did nothing. We didn't have a birthday cake.
Oh well,
But
we'll
we
make
did.
up for it. We'll make up for it when we go to Bangkok. Yes.
But we did have Coffee Culture.
Oh, yes.
Asia.
Coffee Culture Coffee. Find your ground coffee and coffee beans from all across Thailand, from some of the best coffee farmers in Thailand at www.coffeeculture.asia. Thank you, Coffee Culture, for the coffee.
This one has got the little pinhole in the back, so you can...
I've got a question regarding this later on the show.
Okay.
Right, let's just get right into it. My first comment is from Tyler Prock, who says, assuming Bangkok opens without quarantine on November the 1st, will tourists need to stay in Bangkok for 7 days before going to other provinces? Well, Tyler, November 1st, there are plans to scrap the quarantine, so you wouldn't need to stay in Bangkok for 7 days. You could go basically anywhere, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure what the details are going to be.
That's the problem right now. Nothing has been confirmed, so anything we say right now would be speculation. So stay tuned for the latest information found on thethaiger.com.
If you can hear motorbikes and cars passing by, that's because we're in an open area in the restaurant downstairs at BYD Loft, so anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
There was some construction going on earlier.
Yeah, and if you are in Phuket, come down, visit us.
Drop in.
It's a great place to be. We're in the restaurant area. Come say hi.
It's an SHA hotel, and they say they've got
SHA Plus.
SHA Plus. Woo! And they've got about 50% occupancy, so they're doing well.
Right.
I've got, this is a good one. Tanapon B says, yes, I would like to provide feedback. How about fire whoever came up with the idea and approved the posting of a photoshopped picture? It's unbelievably dumb to think that no one would notice the fake photo. We've got the fake photo. Here it is. What is going on? Can you give us some background to this?
I don't know how they could get away with it. So I guess what they were trying to do was to show the minister, visiting the floods. And what they wanted to do was cut the picture at the knees so that her legs are supposed to be under the water. But whoever has photoshopped this picture has done such a poor job that they basically just cut her out from another picture from when she's possibly just walking on the streets and put her in front of another picture of floods and tried to imitate that she's actually standing in the floods, but I guess it didn't go through the editor, and the editor was possibly too lazy to be like, yeah, it looks pretty much real, let's just go with it, and they just posted it.
Well, of course, netizens found the original photo from last year. She's the education minister?
No, she is not.
She is the...
Exactly... Give me a second.
Precisely
the. I know this by heart. Give me. I've lost it. I don't know. Education minister.
She's the education minister.
Did you really?
Yes.
I apologize. I wanted to double confirm because we want to give you the right information.
That's right. But of course, somebody found the photo of her and said, "Oh, hang on, this isn't real." So
the deputy education minister, by the way.
Tanapon B, you have said what a lot of people have said, that that was a ridiculous piece of propaganda.
Only in Thailand.
Okay, next one from you or me?
You.
Ridge says, forget please everything if you want tourists. Nobody wants paperwork and tests. My country open already and everything okay. Thank you very much for the comment, but we don't know where you're from, Ridge. And thank you for your spelling mistakes too.
Right, I've got a comment here from Sah Praphaphorn, who says, you are right, Tim. Phuket has a lot more to offer than bars and bar girls. But what is Samtam without chilies? Now, Sah's got a really good point. You can still enjoy Samtam without chilies, like me, and definitely Tim, because he can't handle his spice. But what is Samtam without chilies?
Okay, we get what you're saying. We hear your code.
We hear you, Sah. We hear you.
Michael Thomas says, Island prison. Beer today, gone tomorrow. This government has ruined the lives of millions of people in Thailand, yet this government pretends nothing has happened. Well, yeah, I mean, the government's not going to stand around going, well, we apologise so much for the pandemic and for all the things we've had to do. But, yeah, the government's obviously just going to open the place up, and they're not going to be having a press conference where the Prime Minister apologises for the restrictions during the pandemic. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
Right. I have a comment here from Eric who says, is it possible to have your 7 days quarantine at Sandbox destination and travel free after a 7 day stay in Phuket? Eric, you need to pre-book that currently. So yes, you can do the 7+7. So for example, you could fly into Phuket, stay in Phuket for 7 days, and then go to neighboring provinces like Phang Nga, Krabi, Khao Lak. However, all of this needs to be pre-booked. Your plan of staying 7 days in Phuket and then 7 days somewhere else, and pre-book your hotels as well.
It's interesting that for the people booking now under the current provisions, they may be arriving after November,
Yes.
when the quarantine may be sort of abolished altogether. So I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. Interesting times ahead over the next few months as Thailand slowly reopens.
Yes.
Captain Chokdee, who's one of our favourite conspiracy theorists, says there is one thing much more infectious than boomer remover virus, the wonderful elixir of authoritarian power over the plebs. Regardless of which country, authorities will try to hold onto the free-flowing chalice for as long as they can. So another person who thinks the governments are all in some sort of conspiracy to control the masses, control the plebs, as he referred to them as. I think I'm one of the plebs. And so are you.
I guess. Right. I have a comment here from Brett Marshall who says, Tim, a permanent move to Bangkok? What about the cats? Are they going to? Or being cared for by a friendly neighbour until you come back for a visit? What about the cats? What about Dusty? What about Dom? What about one more?
Dina.
And he's forgotten his fourth cat.
Dab.
Nobody cares about the youngest.
There are other people in the house, and they will be looking after the cats during the week. I'm coming back on the weekend, so the cats will be fine. And believe me, the cats will ensure that they are fed twice a day, as they have been for the past couple of years. They're happy and well and living in Phuket. Mo A says, you mean they haven't been serving booze in restaurants all these months? Oh my God. And now we have the vaccine certificates in bars and restaurants to drink beer. Holy mother of Jesus, what happened to good old fun in Thailand?
A pandemic happened, Mo.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So yes, at the moment, if you want to drink alcohol in restaurants in Phuket, you're going to have to be fully vaccinated. It's a pretty amazing situation. But there you go. That is the current rules. But believe me, there has been quite a few little restaurants and bars under the radar and opening, not necessarily legally, but there has been plenty of that going on.
Right, I have a comment here.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Nigel Williams says, how can Tim sniff the coffee and say it smells good when it's wrapped in foil? Tim,
Well,
explain yourself.
this is the organic single origin coffee from Coffee Culture, and it has at the back a little pinprick. I'm not sure, it's like a valve that allows the smell to come out but not the moisture to go in. I don't know, it's a nice piece of technology, but it allows me to it's so good.
He does this every morning.
It smells really good. So yeah, it's a little bit of technology. It's a little pinprick at the back so you can have a whiff if you like the coffee, and that does smell very good.
Thank you to Coffee Culture. Tim?
Charlie Smith says Jet's hair looks like same as a porcupine. I'll start again. Jet's hair looks same as porcupine, crawled on his head and passed away. Every day Jet uses super glue to keep the porcupine on his head. That's right. I don't know. You've done really well, Charlie, to figure that out, because a lot of people just think it's his natural hair.
No, it's
But
definitely a wig.
No, it's a porcupine.
Is it?
It's a porcupine that's crawled
Confirmed.
onto his head. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
So Jet is the host of Thailand News Today, which comes out about 6 p.m. Thai time every day.
Right, I have a comment here from Pia Alshammar who says, Where can I find a list of approved quarantine hotels in Bangkok? Pia, you can find all the hotels that have the SHA Plus rating on the TAT website.
tatnews.org.
Yes, and you can also, if you want a brief idea of which hotels have that, you can also go on booking.com and agoda.com and actually see the hotels that are available and that actually have the SHA Plus logo. Those
sticker.
have also been certified. But yes, if you want concrete information of which hotels are on the list, you can find that on the TAT website.
tatnews.org. Stephen Bird says you should have had Funeral Dirge playing when you read out the latest list of Orwellian regulations. 3 million lost their jobs and 2.7 million will never get theirs back. So Stephen pointing out that the restrictions in the pandemic have caused a lot of economic damage, and we should have had the Funeral Dirge playing apparently, but instead we've got Disney show tunes playing in the background.
It's very soothing, I'm not going to lie.
To you.
Right, I have a comment here from Bruno Winter who says, "Hello Tim, we see you still have a Southern Hemisphere season thinking in your head.
Oh, not this again.
Winter is starting in Europe and Russia now, so it will get colder and colder in the coming months, not warmer." What is he talking about?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruno, for the comment.
You had to bring that one up, didn't you?
I had to bring it up. Bruno deserves an answer.
I apologised in Good Morning Thailand. I got my northern and southern hemispheres wrong. I had my Aussie brain connected instead, so apologies for misleading people about the changing in seasons.
I completely missed it. I even nodded. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's your fault. You agreed with me.
I should have corrected you.
So he's just to blame, as much to blame as me.
But what can I do? I've been chained down.
Joseph Beattie says, I would really like to spend 6 months in Koh Samui starting in November. I'm vaccinated American man. My wife is a Chinese citizen. I will wait for her government to ease restrictions whilst I have a blast. So, yeah, the Chinese are currently not allowing Chinese citizens to travel overseas, yet obviously he, as an American, is allowed to travel at the moment, and he's heading to Koh Samui. Hope you have a great time.
Right, and my last comment for today is from Ez, who says, "Boozer's back, so is clickbait, apparently. Only one province, the richest one, Phuket."
Yeah, well, Gerard Burr said much the same thing. Why only Phuket allowed one sell alcohol?
Why Phuket the only one, I'm guessing? Yeah.
If it's okay for Phuket, if it's okay for the rest of Thailand. Well, the reason being is Phuket is in that sort of sandbox situation, and they're obviously trying to loosen the strings and restrictions here before anywhere else. Why Phuket? Well, it's because Phuket has the sandbox and because the authorities say so. So it's just the way it is.
Right, and those are all the comments for today. Thank you, Tim, for joining us.
Thank you. It's been great being here at BYD Lofts.
Yes.
BYDlofts.com. They've got a special promotion as well.
That's right.
If you go to the website and you book on their webpage, then you not only get a great price, but as an SHA Plus hotel, they're offering you a promotion where you get an extra 10%. Write the Thaiger in the promotions area when you're booking. And the best thing is they'll pick you up at the airport for free.
Right.
That's about 1,000 baht in your pocket.
Right, so that's a promo code, The Thaiger, at checkout. So visit BYD Loft's website. Okay, that's all the comments for today. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Jason. And thank you, Golf. And thank you to the viewers. If you did like our video, please click like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.